Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Oregon. I'm your host, Mike Ducett. I'll be sitting down today with Kerry Enger, who will be talking about bringing a brand new restaurant here to the village of Oregon called Doc's Place Supper Club. He's excited to bring that classic supper club experience right here to our own village. So I know I'm excited about a new opportunity to find a new spot here in town, and I know you probably are too, so let's get to it. Kerry, welcome to the show today.
I appreciate you guys inviting me in. Thank you.
Yeah, we're excited to have you here. So can you just give us, our viewers, a little idea about your background as a restaurateur, how you came to be a restaurant owner, and kind of your journey that led you here?
Yeah, absolutely. It's literally my entire life. I got my first job washing dishes at 14 years old, kind of saw the line cooks cooking on the line and progressed my way through that. And by the time I got old enough to go to college, the owner of the restaurant said, "You're good at what you do. Go and get a formal education doing this and come back and, just be awesome." So 30 years later, here I am. I've got several dozen restaurants under my belt and opened new places, built new places, lost a place recently. But yeah, it's my passion. It's what I love. I love cooking. Like I was telling you guys when I first got here, like about all your tech stuff. Like I like fire and knives. So I'm in the kitchen. That's my purview.
Right.
And
Although you are the official owner of the business, right? Yeah, but you're getting some
That's my
hands-on
place.
experience in the kitchen too. Well, it's exciting. Sounds like you've had a lot of very different experiences, and obviously owning a restaurant is not something new, but new to Oregon for us, and I think that will be obviously a great benefit. So, so when we think about like bringing this restaurant to Oregon, what excited you about the Oregon area?
A couple of things. It brings that kind of smaller town feel. That's one. Two is it's an old historic building, and I have an affinity for old buildings. My previous supper club was 184 years old, so I like those old buildings and all the nuances that come with that age. I actually have worked in Oregon back in the 90s. I helped open Hack's Sports Page out towards 14.
Sure, yeah.
In the mid-ish 90s. So yeah, I got a little history here, not too much, but I love the small town. I love to bring I grew up going to supper clubs when I was a kid with my parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles like that. And I love that vibe, that old school, classic Wisconsin supper club where, the server greets you because she's known you for a decade or two and knows your name and said, "Come on in, hon, here, come on, here's your table," and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's the experience you get from a classic Wisconsin supper club is something I just want to bring to the community.
And for you, what is it that encapsulates that? Is there a specific style of cooking? Is it a specific ambiance, a style of food? What is it for you that encapsulates that supper club experience?
So just hearkening back to my childhood is you walk into a place and there's generally a lot of old wood and dark lighting, like mahogany. We repainted the place, and so in the bar area is all burgundy on the walls with dark wood. Nice. And then moving on to the dining room, it's like a dark slate blue. So you bring in those color tones down. And so throughout the night, if you get in there when we first open, the lights will be up a little bit, but throughout the evening, the lights will progressively get lower and lower and lower, and bring in that kind of that little tight feel of just a comfortable spot that just hopefully for everybody else like me brings back my childhood and going into that. And as far as food-wise, classic Wisconsin supper club. So you're going to come in for a fish fry on Fridays. So that's beer battered or pan-seared cod, lake perch, which is a huge hit around here. Saturday nights, you'll come in for prime rib. And so I cook usually like about 150 pounds of prime
Wow.
rib, like the entire prime rib loins, slow cooked all day. I got an open kitchen, so the station's right out front. So when you place an order for a king cut prime rib, you'll see either me or one of the other chefs actually cut your slice of prime rib and hand it off to one of the other chefs to put the sides on. And then it comes right out to you. Sunday brunches, classic Wisconsin, you know, come in for Bloody Marys, and if there's a Packer game on, we'll throw that on the TV. We're also going to be open Mondays and Thursdays, so Tuesday, Wednesdays temporarily is going to be our closed days.
Kind of be dark on those days, sure. But
Yeah, if the community asks for it, I'll abide.
yeah, you do need some time off too, though. That's really important to make
Well,
sure
you can rest when you-
recuperate. Now, for me, the
they
supper
make a
club
coffin
experience.
for rest.
Everything you said there kind of resonates with me is the supper club experience too.
Yep.
For me, for some reason, it's the wedge salad that I've always liked at some places, and the relish
Yep.
tray. Like
Yeah,
the relish
oh,
tray.
we are-
If you got
yeah.
a relish tray,
Yep.
I'm a sucker for a pickle. So
Yep.
I am there. I'm ready to go.
We have an in-house baker pastry chef, and she's sampled me on some of her delicious things. She makes these just amazing cracker. It's like, you call it a cracker, but the way they're fantastic. So we're gonna upgrade everything a little bit. So instead of getting that like carrot stick, a piece of celery, and a green onion, maybe a radish if you're lucky. Bring it up a little bit.
Try to
You know,
elevate
so
a
we
little
got these
bit.
house-made crackers and like olive tapenade. It's going to be rotating, so you'll get an amazing little charcuterie set every time. But you know, it might be we'll rotate out items.
Awesome. I'm really looking forward to
So
hearing that.
you know, it's never
Yeah.
going to be. I mean, it's going to be identical, but you might get a new little treat this time. Like you know, like, oh, I love that, but oh wow, I really love this thing. So you're gonna all kinds of new stuff.
So you did reference that your previous restaurant in Edgerton kind of came to a sad end. You
Lake
wanna
House
kinda
Inn.
Explain how that shut down, and this was maybe the spurring moment that led you here to Oregon. Indeed,
Right. I call it some akin to like the phoenix literally rising from the
ashes,
fire. We lost an amazing place called Lake House Inn in Edgerton. Just a fire happened. And we built and coalesced an amazing team. I don't have employees, I don't have staff, I've got team members. So I build that around the place, and it brings in an atmosphere where people feel welcome. You know, we learn their names, they learn our names, and they come back all the time, you know, like weekly, bi-weekly, and had people come in from like out of state that would come back every season. But yeah, just bringing like that old school supper club feel.
Yeah.
You know, like making everybody feel warm and welcome, and a smile on your face, and the best old fashioned you'll ever have.
Looking forward to that too. Yeah.
So yeah, and we've got all kinds of other things that we're doing. We'll have like a monthly whiskey club, and you know, just different things that we'll kind of incorporate into the community and bring more people in to you know, kind of enjoy our atmosphere and the experience, and give even like one of the cool things about a supper club is I've went to college out of state, and I got my friends from out of state visit every now and again, and I always take them to a supper club, because people from out of state, especially way down south, they don't understand what a Wisconsin supper club is, and it just like blows their mind. So like,
It is quite the unique experience for sure.
yeah, I want to bring people in and have people bring their friends in and show them what a Wisconsin supper club is.
Yeah, so you've referenced a lot of the different menu items. They all sound really delicious. Is there one item or one piece of that do you think you're going to want to be known for?
My prime rib.
Okay.
And my French onion soup.
Oh, okay. Now I'm
Like
getting hungry here.
low and slow cooked French onion soup in the bowl with the crouton
Crusted
on top,
cheese,
and then mounded full of Emmentaler cheese, and then thrown under the broiler till it gets all bubbly and has that leopard spots of cheese, and then you got to fight yourself to not burn your mouth off and eat it right away. You got to let it sit for just a second.
Well, you definitely sound it to me, that's for sure. In fact, I saw that, when this airs, it will be your opening night, which is my birthday. And I couldn't get reservations on my birthday. I'm not that important or special.
I know a guy.
But I did make reservations for May 8th because I was, a time when I would work. And I'm going to go out for a nice adult dinner for some adult friends of mine. And so I'm really looking forward to that. But I see that you're going to be opening next Wednesday,
we're doing
April 22nd.
We're doing, it's already completely booked. And if I want to also give one of my references to the community, about a month or so ago, I got an email that a gentleman, his daughter's 13th birthday is coming up shortly. And we won't be open then. But I kind of thought about it. I talked to my sous chef, and I was like, hey, I want to do something special. I'm a girl dad. I got 2 daughters.
Me too, yeah.
And you know how, guys, we don't care about 13. But girls, speaking of having 2, once they got that teen at the end of their age, it means something. So I reached out to them, and I told him, I was like, I want to invite your daughter and you and your wife in, and I want to cook her probably a 5-course meal of whatever her favorite things are. And just as something, a memory that she can have for her first teenage thing. So I got that coming up next Friday.
Well, that's amazing.
So I'm excited to
so
do.
It is open. You are taking reservations. You can do those
We are
online.
taking reservations.
And do you have walk-up availability too? Okay,
right.
So you don't have to make a reservation. You can walk up.
It's highly encouraged because, at least most of the first few days open, we're completely booked.
Yeah, I saw that. So that's fantastic. That's great.
Yeah, it's a great problem to have.
Really,
I guess.
what we want to hear. So as we kind of think towards next week, and as you begin to open, and in the following months, what is it that you'd like to see from Oregon in terms of the support for your business? How do we make sure that Doc Supper Club makes it in this community and it becomes a mainstay?
I want to offer the community at large just an amazing experience. I don't want people come in. People don't just come there to get sustenance. People come there for an experience. Sure. And I want to deliver that time and time again and make sure that every time a guest comes through our doors that they're feel welcome and have an amazing experience. That's the whole point of a supper club, is to go there for the experience. And I want to make sure that I deliver on that. And that's one of the things about doing our soft open is we invited a number of folks in, and I wanted to make sure that they're absolutely critical. I don't want to be like, oh, we loved everything, because that doesn't teach me anything. I want to know what I need to do better on, and I want to learn from that and make sure that next week when they come in that, maybe I didn't set up fork or whatever, a plate wasn't the little thing. I just want to make sure. I want criticism. I like to be critiqued because that's the only way I learn.
Sure.
So
right.
I'm devoted to learning all the way around and making sure that we bring this community an amazing new spot.
Well, fantastic. I'm looking forward to experiencing that. You two folks can soon do that. It opens on the night this airs. Maybe try to stop by if you can. And
official open is May 1.
Official open is May 1. So get out there and enjoy this new restaurant and enjoy a new experience here in our very own community. That's all the time we have today.
I thank you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Kerry, for being here, and we'll see you next time on Let's Talk Oregon. Bye-bye.